I'm Streetside Anthony and you're watching Auto from the Grotto.
All right. Spinworks does great work. Make sure you check them out. Spinworks Comics. If you type in just Spinworks, you're going to get a chiropractor. All right. So the first stop was Comics and Coffee. Our boy Adam and Jimmy, they do it great. They've got a great setup. It's all you want. Long boxes, half-price books, wall books, that kind of stuff. So I went digging, and I spent $360 with them. And there was a really, really good find, okay? There was a really, really good find. I don't have it here because it's off getting pressed right now. Uncle Frank does quick presses for us. So he's off. He's doing my first appearance of Star Fox. Oh my God. Actually, I think the picture's right there. The picture's right there. Check it out. I paid $3 for it. $3. They looked at it. They go, $3? I go, yeah. They go, you know what this is going for raw? I go, yeah. He goes, they'll honor it. So shout out to them for giving me a great price on this book right here, okay? So we're digging. I find some cool books. Got G.I. Joe 12. You know I love the G.I. Joes. We got some first appearances in here. Really cool book. All right, a book I've been buying for cheap. I got this for half price. Well, I tell you what I spent when I'm done with it, okay? Picked up Howling Commandos #1. This is the first appearance of Glyph, I believe, who's always rumored to be coming. We've been talking about Glyph for a few years now, Howling Commandos. Got a few copies of this. It's a book I never owned. Didn't buy it when it was kind of hot. Got it now. Happy I got it now. Because if they're talking about things coming up in the MCU, he might be a good character. This is Hulk 418, first appearance of Talos. Talos was a great character, great actor. Thought it was real cool. So bought the book on the cold end, right? Didn't go nuts when it first came out. Didn't need it. Now I found it for a cheap price, and it's good in a PC. Now, this I paid $3 for, and I can't wait to read this. I was a huge fan of Marvel Age, and this is really, really neat right here. This is Marvel Age #2. This is not like the real first appearance of Alpha Flight, I don't believe. I think they talk about it a little bit. I can't wait to open this up, crack this open, and read it today. But just classic John Byrne cover with Alpha Flight, a book that I enjoyed reading. You know, issues 1 through 12 are so iconic, and then it got a little crazy up to about. I read it up to about 25. I've got 1 through 100. It gets a little nutso, but I do enjoy Alpha Flight. All right, now my blip #1 should be on its way back from CGC. So. Why do I have a blip #1? Well, because you never know when you're going to need it, okay? But I don't often come upon blips. So when I find a blip #2, I buy it. Really cool, fun book. You don't know if it's ever going to pan out. But again, if 1 is worth something, then it might be pretty soon before 2 is worth something, okay? Got another G.I. Joe book, 44. Nice shape. Better. I think this is a 9.2. This is a little bit better than that. A book I'll buy all day long. Because I do think it does have legs to it, and you can get it very cheap. It is a Claremont story and Alan Davis. Excalibur #1, you can buy it very cheap. Get on it. You know, if it comes to fruition, it comes to fruition. If not, it's good for your X-Men collection, right? Another cool book. I stopped collecting FF at 300, but, you know, Kang came back, and it tells you that he came back at 323, and he's back right there. Pick this up. Nice copy. All right. Now, this is another book I didn't buy when it got a little hot, but since then I found 2 copies on the low, so it's kind of cooled off, and that's what I'm about. I never buy on the spike. I'll always pass. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You can find the books again, okay? So this is FF 353. This is the first appearance of Morbius M. Movie right there. You can see him right there. And the TVA, really cool book, really cool. Walt Simonson cover. However, This was a bad run. Walt changed the way the thing looks, and it's awful. It looks like he's got a helmet on. It's just not fun. I don't really care for it. But I do think this is a cool book, and you don't often see Walt doing the FF, okay? Now, I've been hoarding this book. I've been buying this book. I've been flipping this book. I've had 4 copies at least. The highest grade I have is a 9.4. I will get it in a 9.8. It's only a matter of time. But until then, I'm buying it. I'm a little bit of the low, flipping it. Am I making 5x times my money? No. But I'm making 1x or 2x to help me get another copy. And this is the first Heir to the Empire #1. The guys had a sticker price of $200 on it. And I'll tell you what I did with it. Okay, so $200. And so, yeah. So good book, clean copy. It's made of cardstock, so it does scratch up. Don't know what I'm going to do with this one. It'll probably get sent out to Lenny or Mike and have them take care of it. So, but again, you're going to keep buying them. I'm going to keep finding them. They're out there. Double first appearance book. We talked about this a long time ago. Now, a book that I think I used to own, but I don't remember. And I'm a huge Titans fan. I must have had this book when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it, but it is DC Presents #26. Been looking for this book in high grade. My Teen Titans #1 is a 9.6. Hopefully I can get that around here. This is a nice clean copy right here. Guys wanted $150 for it. Okay, so DC Presents 26, first appearance of, you know who we've got. We've got Starfire. We've got not Beast Boy. A few of the Titans. All right, so that's it. But when I was looking through it, if I could share this with you, please hold on. I like to thumb through all the books, make sure all the pages are there, take a look at the back for pressing purposes, and just, you know, however. So paid the cover price was $150, but as I was looking through this gorgeous book, which is really nice, I'll show it to you. Not many spine ticks, no spine ticks, to be honest with you. Thick cover, rich cover. Back looks nice and white. I'm thinking this is a high grade book. That's what happens when you do this live. But on the inside, now I'm not a fan of this, but if I find it, I find it. It's got a Mark Jewelers insert. All right, pretty happy about that. Don't know if Adam and Jimmy knew that it was in it, but it is, and really happy to have it. So this alone was $350. Okay, but they were given such good deals. I got everything, all these books right here, for $300 cash. Pretty excited. Had some money in a PayPal, made it work. So tell me in the comments below, did I make out? Did I pay too much? You guys let me know, please. We love the comments. Love to find out about that. All right, now, the second stop. I'll have to add the second stop. No, I can't add the second stop because it's it. I bought another Mac Jones rookie card. That's what I got on the second stop. We went to Collectibles and Cards. They're more of a sports card trading place, but they did buy long boxes. So some people did get some stuff, but not really a lot of books. But I did buy a Mac Jones rookie card for $40, another one, but that's in my car, and my car's not here right now, and you guys don't care anything about that. All right, now moving on. We went to Sarge's. We loved Sarge's. Now, I have a balance with Sarge's. I'm paying off 3 big books. Yes, 3 big X-Men books that I paid off a good chunk, so I was able to leave with 2 of them. So those 2 books don't count towards when I tell you I spent $360, okay? Just so you know, and I'll allude to that. So this is fun, right? So I'm digging through some boxes. Now, we've been down there 4 or 5 times, and we have had diggers and diggers down there. So all of a sudden I find Clone Wars #7. I find Clone Wars #5. I don't look at my cards when I play 3 card. #4. I found Clone Wars #3. Then I find #2, which is the second appearance of Ahsoka. And then I find it wasn't there. So close. So close. So somebody must have picked it up, dug for it, got it. But hey, it must have been down there, or maybe they didn't keep it when they sold the collection. But again, I still have those for what I paid for them. Cool books. I'm going to take a look at it. All right. Bought some other cool books right here. So can never go wrong with second Deadpool. X-Force #2. Bought 2 copies of it. Grabbed them right up. Dug out of the basement. Fun book right here that I bought from the upstairs, because upstairs is where they have all their wall books, all the stuff that's priced. Wanted to buy some Silver Age stuff, and I picked up this Green Lantern number 79. I've always loved this cover. Always loved this book. With Green Arrow with the feathers and Green Lantern on a totem pole. Just a really cool book. I am a Green Arrow, Green Lantern fan. Not looking to complete the key run. I'd like to have all the Neil Adams covers. So really cool book. I don't know if this is a Neil Adams cover or not. I apologize. I'd have to look. I don't know. Might be, might not be. I'll find out. All right. Then the box that still keeps giving. The cornucopia of Wolverines. All the ones were gone and all the 4s were gone. But I was able to buy 2s and a lot of 3s. Okay. Why did I buy a lot of the 3s? No. Yes. Why did I buy more 3s than 2s? Well, I'm going to send 4 of these out in a pre-screen. I'm going to send 4 or 5 of these out in a pre-screen to do a 9/8. Of all the books, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this miniseries, number 3 is the hardest to get back in a 9/8. Why? Because it's, yes, because it's a black cover. Win, 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 win. You win, okay? So I'm going to send 4 of them out, maybe 5, do a pre-screen 9/8, and hopefully I'll get that. I am working on a 9/8 set, all right, for my Wolverines, because I do have 2 9/8s from that collection, and I'm like a 9/2 and a 9/6. That's going to be, I'm trying to get Frank Miller to sign. Another fun book that I found was this. Why would I buy this? Because it's got this. And someday I'm going to, I've got like 3 or 4 of these. I'm going to send them out. The Deadpool rookie cards. Now, also in the basement, there's old toys, G1 Transformers, G.I. Joes, lots of older stuff, and I just think it's really neat. So I found this little G.I. Joe mini book, all right? And I also found a bunch of figures. But what I did find, and you guys know I'm huge on a G.I. Joe book, I found an OG Sergeant Slaughter figure that I picked up, which I thought was cool, and I think this is a G2 Storm Shadow. But a lot of the figures had like the broken bands, but I do know somebody that taught me, that will teach me and show me how to fix them. So I might go back, buy them all, and try to put them all together. Why? I don't know. I love the Joes. I love G.I. Joe. It's part of my childhood. Don't know if I'm going to do that or not. That's like a 6-month play. Maybe in the middle of the winter I will. Now, what 2 big books did I pick up? 2 big X-Men books. The other book, if you're smart enough in the comments, tell me what you think the other book is that would go with this, okay? But again, I still owe a couple bucks on that, so I got to move some books to get these books. But again, it's a long-term play. So I picked up these 2 books. These 2 books were paid off, or paid off enough that I left with them. X-Men 96. All right, now, why this book is important? It's the first appearance of Moira Taggart. I believe Moira, and I believe wholeheartedly that she's going to have a huge, huge, huge impact in the X-Men and the mutants when they come to the cinematic universe. My personal copy is my own. It was the first X-Men big book I ever bought. I paid $6 when I was a kid, and I had Dave Cockrum sign it. I did. I really did. He was like 12 years, I was like 10 or 12 years old. He did a signing at my local LCS called The Bookie when I was a kid, and I had him sign it, and I held on to it forever. Then 2 years ago, I had Chris Claremont sign it, and that's in my PC. I'm not going to send it off to CBCS because then I can't open up and look at those signatures that remind me of when I had him signed, but it's a nice copy. But this is high grade. I mean, this is high grade. X-Men 96. Gobble this book up whenever you can. And then what other book did I pay off? My 3rd copy of My Lovely Lady, other than Wonder Woman. It's the redhead, Jean Grey. All right. Now, nice copy. I have a 9/2, and I have a 9/2, and I have an 8/0 signed by Claremont. Why did I want this book? Because I'm not going to pass it up. The only problem is it's got that little color break right there. And it does have a date stamp, but we know date stamps don't really get killed on it. So I picked this up. I picked that up. The other book in the comments below, tell me what you think the other big book is that would go with books in these numbers, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. And hopefully I'll have that book paid off by Christmas. So for those books at Sarge's, $60. Guys were buying long boxes for $200, anywhere from $170 to $220 perks when you're down with 3 MIB and we host these. So I've got to show you one more thing that I got as a trade. So that's going to be part 2 of this video. It'll only take 3 minutes, I promise. So on behalf of 3 Men in a Basement, Dave in the Cave, Roger Levesque, I'm not even going to sign out yet because I got to do the second part. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Thanks for hanging around. I do want to show this book because I think this is pretty cool. This is one of these things where, again, I used the marathon mentality. I knew I was going to find it. I didn't want to pay full retail for it. More importantly, I didn't want to try to buy them raws and send them in. So I brought 2 slabs with me, 2 slabs that I won from the Big To-Do's mystery box that I paid $200 for, I believe. Came with lots of raws and 2 slabs. It was Something Is Killing the Children, like the 7th or 8th prints, and a Shang-Chi variant, which I don't really need in my collection. So I brought it with me. Joe's always looking to trade at Sarge's, and I saw this on the wall, and I said, this is an iconic book. And this is in a 9/8, and I'm a huge, before the X-Men, I was a Batman fan, and, I thought Bane was great on the big screen, and this was iconic. This is the breaking of the bat in a 9.8. And again, I might have seen this at 1 or 2 shows, but you see it raw all the time. It's a black cover, it's a black back, and could get dinged up, could get fingerprinted. So for it to come back in a 9/8, I'm pretty well. I didn't send it in to see it there in a 9/8. I made some deals. I probably would have paid cash for it, but Joe's such a great guy that we made the straight up trade, and it worked out. So again, happy to have it. My Batman display, huge book. Now I've got 2 copies of the first Bane. See if I can get that in a 9/8 because I like to keep that. That's right, linear. All right, but cool book, iconic. Where was I? It doesn't give the date. 1993. Oh man, where was I in 1993? Jesus Christmas. All right, yeah, cool book. Loving I got it in a 9/8. Happy I made the trade. So other than the money that I spent, I think I made pretty well. I did pretty well. So tell me guys what you think. $360. What book do I have on hold? And do you think you'll come next time? I'll be honest with you. I'm going to throw it out there right now. Probably be in February. All right. Typically it'll be in February. The cons just haven't started yet. It's after Christmas. You guys have paid off your credit card bills. You're looking to get out. Sarge's will always be on the menu, always on the itinerary. Sarge's right here. You can see the cool shirt. I don't know. I can't see him. Can't see it with the camera right there. Sarge's in New London. Check them out. Always go in. Mention that you're here with 3MIB. We're working with them on a pretty cool deal. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. So as always, I am Everett Otto. This has been my haul from the 3MIB Comic Crawl. Sub up to 3 Men in the Basement on Instagram. Sub up to Dave in the Cave and Roger Levesque. We're all on Instagram. And find me, Everett_Otto. Thank you, everybody who participated in the crawl. It was an absolute blast. I am Everett Otto, and I am out. Peace.